Using your platform. Let's talk about it today on the Half a Day Show.
Is this camera on me?
Alright, so welcome back to another episode of the Half a Day Show. Last week we introduced a new series on community conversations, and we talked about what was really important. Talked about money, greed, and interdependence. This week we're going to shift the conversation just a little bit, and we're going to talk about the importance of using your platform and what it means to really use your network. So I know a lot of you have seen the quote, your network is your net worth. Shout out to my Forex family. Nah, but for real, just aside from dollar bills and zeros and other zeros and commas and all that stuff, your net worth is very related to your network. The people you know get you to certain places. The people you know open new doors for you. The people you know can also hold you back too. So it can also take away from your net worth. So it's very important to build a network that actively reflects your brand, that actively reflects who you are as a person. It is very important to recognize why you want to build a platform in the first place. Everybody gets caught up in the rich then famous debate. Well, let's talk about wealthy and recognizable. Do you want to be remembered for being rich, or do you want to be remembered for being a good person? Leave that up for debate. You know how I feel about that. Go back and watch the other video on money and what's really important. Now, I have a huge problem with this age of social media. People have built these enormous platforms for no reason. People have 1 million, 10 million, 1,000, 10,000. They have a large following of people, a large base, a fan base that want to follow their lifestyle. They want to see what you're doing. So you have a great platform to stand on in terms of quantity, but the quality of people following you, easily manipulated. And that's what social media is best used for. I'm not going to talk about the data mining and how all of your personal information is being sold to the interweb of companies, but aside from that, networking is the primary use of social media. Networking and information sharing, which is good when used correctly. However, back to that piece of a manipulatable following. People are easily swayed to believe things. So if you're standing on a platform and you're feeding them bullshit, you're not doing your job right. I don't care how high and mighty you think you are. I don't care how high up you are on that horse again. As good as a person as you think you are, or as, because people really be thinking that God wants y'all to be rich. Y'all aren't saying anything of substance. Y'all get up here every day and, you got your drip on, you got your designer on, driving these fancy rentals, I'm sorry, I'm not hating. I'm not pocket watching either. I'm just being observant. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Y'all are capping. Cap. There's a cap. Supreme cap in the back. Y'all are capping. Y'all know what's important, but y'all would rather use your platform to exploit people. You're basically doing what the white man did to us. You're doing what these big companies do to us every day. And then y'all mad when these companies don't give a fuck about any of us on the flip end. Y'all, and I'm going to say again, I said it in the other episode. You cannot be mad at the man when you want the man's position. Y'all are using your platform to integrate into white society. upper echelon white society. I know I got a few European followers, you know. Shout out to y'all. Welcome. Another thing with y'all platforms, and I talked about it in the other episode again. It's a good episode. Y'all should really check it out. For real though. Like, damn, what was I saying? Yeah. Everybody wants to win by themselves. Everybody wants to be the only one standing on that podium. Y'all want to be in first place. And y'all act like there's no room for other people. The same principles apply for your platform. You don't have to build a platform standing on 1,000 people, 10,000 people. You can bring them people up with you. You can win together. You can stand on your platform and use it all at the same time. To extend that, to expound upon, what good is a platform if you ain't even going to use it? You got 50,000 followers and you ain't saying shit. Stand for something or fall for nothing. Excuse me, I said that wrong. Stand for something or fall for everything. Y'all have a large following and you're not using it for good. You're not even using it for bad. You just have it to be there. At this point, you might as well delete your account. I'm sorry. So the obvious critique here of this video is, well, Jordan, what the hell are you doing? The answer to that question is not a damn thing right now. I guess you could say. I'm doing what I can for what I have. You ask anybody that really know me. If I have it, I give them my last, willingly, and without looking for it to come back at all. And I'm not even saying that to brag or boast. Like, if you got it, look out for somebody else if they don't have it, you know? Like, it's so easy to help out each other, you know? And I would want it to be done for me. But, you know, people too prideful, you know? Like, people would rather struggle and look wealthy than to ask for help and actually gain some real wealth. Or they rather struggle and look like they're popping when they're really not. No shame in the game, but at some point you gotta stop faking it to make it and actually make it. This advice for what's really important is more so for the people who have made it or who have reached their point in their life where they're wondering what to do next. You've got a comfortable lifestyle, you're making a good amount of money, your people are set, your camp is straight. At this point in time, now what do you do with your excess? Do you continue to hoard it? Or can you look behind you and help out Lil Bruh now? I gotta go on that. People come up and then they forget about Lil Bruh now. Like, come on, how you gonna forget about Lil Bruh now?
Lil Bruh now.
There's power in the platform. No matter how big or small it is. If you got a community of people that look up to you, that look to you, or at least even acknowledge your presence, you have a duty not to sway them in a negative direction, especially in this age of social media and influencer culture. If you consider yourself an influencer, a movement creator, do it the right way. Create a movement that's actually worth following. Stand on a platform that's actually strong enough to support other people, not just yourself. And if you're building a platform, don't exploit people to create that platform. Help each other out. Come up together. That's the point of this episode. And that is the conversation to be had in the community. Point of the half of this show is to shift perspectives. Is to give insight on things we're not really thinking about all the time. To highlight what's important. Come on half a day. Let's have some community conversations. Let's talk about wealth. Let's talk about diversifying your funds back into the community. Let's talk about creating another Black Wall Street. Let's talk about reparations. Let's talk about cultural and social development. Let's talk about everything. That's the point of the Half a Day Show. This is for y'all. This is for the community. And this has been Community Conversation. As always, this has been the Half a Day Show, bringing you education, entertainment, and everything in between. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.